It's been about 2 days and a half since the last Crescendo, and I have to give you the review. Right? I know that last time that I had like the boxing talks, I couldn't give you a review, but now I'm definitely gonna give you one. First of all, an amazing show. A toda madre was the card. A toda madre, exception of two fights, but it's okay. A toda madre, a toda madre. You cannot go wrong. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day of boxing. The fight started like around 9:15, 9:30. It ended around 3 o'clock. And my God, if you guys go back to my card, you guys notice that I didn't really talk about the Parker fight. Sorry. I've been really sick. That's why it took me a while to get this freaking review out. Not review, but thoughts more than anything. Thoughts more than anything. All right. Started at 9 a.m., ended at 3. There was 2 replacement fights, which on one I did get to talk about. By the time that I uploaded the video, Dubois got ill. He left the fight. And they got freaking the King of Congo, Martin, right? Oh, sorry, Bakoli. Bakoli was his name. Bakoli is his name. And Bakoli is the one who replaced. Now, you guys already saw me getting mad, getting stressed, not liking the fact that they couldn't change the cards. Let's talk about Floyd Schofield, who left, and we got an electrician in his place to fight Shakur Stevenson. I don't really need to talk about it. I don't. Shakur hit him and hit him and hit him with everything he got. The guy was not sore from his face. And I don't want to talk about the fight anymore. Shakur won by knockout, round number 9. It took him forever, but he got there. It was more entertaining than the next fight I'm going to talk about, which are the only 2 even the Shakur fight wasn't that bad. It was just like you're fighting a nobody, a no one. And at least Schofield should have made it entertaining, but we know that he thugged them, so that's not Shakur's fault. But it should have gone in the prelims. All right. Anyways, that fight, because I can't give it a high rating because it was an unimportant fight, but I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10. It wasn't. That's what it is. It wasn't. All right. Hamzas versus Carlos Adames. It was a way like a bad matchup for Adames. No, sorry. For Hamzas. Either he shot the bed, or I don't know what the hell happened. Because he truly sucked in this fight. I have no idea how you can give him a draw. I gave 7 solid good rounds with no swing rounds to Adames. He got a draw. We know that that's Turkey's boy. But Hamzas didn't show up. I said knockout in my prediction video. I was more shocked that he was caca. Porque no mames, güey. You're bigger. You're 6'3". You're younger. And somehow you ain't do nothing. You're young. This was your first step-up fight with a champion who's there to fight back. And you shut the bed, but it's okay. Hopefully you can come back, get your wheels in motion. At the moment, stay away from Johnny Beck, because Johnny Beck is going to kick your ass. Carlos Adames, I expect you to unify with Lara or unify with Johnny Beck. There's no other questions or answers. You were calling him, and it's time to go in for the kill. Because you're saying that he's scared that he ducked you. I don't know. You're the one who's been talking and then decides to get another fight for, I guess you can kind of say, a prospect / contender now. The fight was a draw. Out of 10, I'll give it like a 6.27. A 6.27. It wasn't that great. A great showing. It was a great showing for Carlos, but after all, it kind of sucked out the air out of the room after having a wars coming in, because we had like 3 wars before going into this fight. And then Shakur kind of revived it. Parker did something, and then of course we ended with a bang. But these two are the ones that I was like, oh my god, I just can't. Next up. And I'm going by favorites, so this is not the way that it was scheduled. I'm going by favorites. Right? I have to put this one because I loved it. I love the destruction he put on. It didn't last long. But the way that he took the fight to him, I was like, damn. Could he have done something if he wasn't replaced? I'm talking about the Parker versus Bacoli. I originally had said Dubois beats Parker. But as soon as I heard he was replaced, I went Parker all the way. I did say decision. I didn't expect a devastating knockout like he did. I know that he was coming out without training camp. I know that he was coming in at 300 pounds. I know that he was coming jet lagged. So I was like, everything was against Bacoli for Parker to win it all. We knew that Bacoli had that power though. So it's kind of scary. Even though I said Parker by decision, I was shocked. I was awed of how he only lasted 2 rounds. He knocked the fuck out of him. He hit him in the dome, equilibrium. He went down. He did get up. Was he on shaky legs? It kind of looks like he wasn't, but his corner stopped it. It's like, we got our check. You got knocked the fuck out. We have a fight in May. Don't ruin yourself for May. That's how I saw it. Why the coach would stop it, protecting his fighter, because he was always in a win-win. But Coley was in a win-win because if he beat Parker, he became interim champion. If he lost to Parker, it's okay. He got a payday because he's fighting a turkey. He still has to go fight for another turkey show in May for mandatory spot against F.A. Ajagba. So Bacoli was in a win-win. Parker getting this devastating knockout just adds another great body to his resume. That just adds another spectacular showing for him from beating Wilder, from getting knocked out to Joyce, right? Then beating Wilder, beating Zhang, and now beating Bacoli. Those are really good, solid wins on your resume. For this heavyweights era, you can put him up there. You can truly put him up there as probably top 5 of all time of this era. We're talking about like from 2015 to 2025. These last 10 years, yeah, Parker is definitely a top 5 player there. For sure, top 10. For sure, top 10. Because I know that there's some people that are always going to fight over it, you know? Now, another destruction that happened. In this one, before I jump into this one, another reason why I like the Parker fight, because I was just talking shit the whole time. I was in the group chat talking shit. Take your L's, because it feels so good. Even though I didn't say knockout, it feels so good just talking shit, because at the end of the day, I was right. I'm like, I got Parker and it did it. It feels good. That's my ego trip. What can I say? I can be a kid at times. Zhang, Ayit Caballel. Wow, another fight. I love this one. 5 rounds it lasted. I said Caballel was gonna win by decision. I said he might even drop Zhang if he hadn't been dropped before. And I can see a late stoppage. Caballel did not disappoint. I was shocked that he did it much earlier though. The way he was going to the body, it looked Zhang looking like he needed to take a bad shit. His face was crumpling, his body was crumpling. He was literally crying slash moaning slash dying in front of us. And he couldn't stop Ajit. He dropped Ajit. He gets up. He still goes to him. We knew that Zhang had power. We knew that Zhang looked good against Horgovich. We knew that Zhang knocked out Wilder. We knew that he had lost against Parker, but he did drop him twice. And everybody was ducking Zhang. You know? China power. I bang you, no Didi. But I just knew Caballel having Chisora, a younger Chisora, on his record. Knocking out Makhmadov. Knocking out Frankie Sanchez. I just knew. I was like, This kid is something special, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna win, and he did not prove me wrong. What can I see? Do I want to see Caballel Parker? Do I want to see Caballel versus Bacoli? Do I want to see Caballel versus Dubois versus Usyk? Why not? They're all fresh fights. Let's do that shit. Move on to a bigger prospect. Ayid, that's what you need. Zhang, you're 41, man. You're too far from a. You're too far from a belt, from even an interim one or a mandatory spot. If Chisora wants to fight you, go for it. If Dillian White wants to fight you, go for it. Um, Dubois, maybe. It's just that you looked really bad on this fight with those body shots. Now you're exposed to those body shots, even though you do have power. So you need someone that has to be moving around, right? I'm not gonna suggest for you to retire because, I mean, unless you want to. I think he still has power enough to like knock out Renato Wallin, knock out who else? Maybe you can fight Jared Anderson. You know those younger guys, those prospects, Richard Torres, Vinello. You know, do something, do something. You know, but ah, as far as you getting a belt, you're far from it. Go fight AJ in China. Maybe who knows? I don't know. I'm still gonna watch your next fight if you're fighting someone important, because you do bring that power. I'm not gonna lie. As far as for Ayid, like I said, call any of the big boys. You're ready. Or if you don't think you're ready, try no try Chisora. No, you already have Chisora on your. Try Dylan White, even though he shot. Try Parker. Try these guys, the Brits guys that just finished fighting each other. I forgot. Not Moses Otama, the other two. But you're ready for the big boys. You're ready for the big boys, and you should totally go for it. I did enjoy this fight. Um, the Parker fight. Sorry about this. The Parker fight. I will say because it was like a fast destruction, 7.5 out of 10. The Abayi Caballel fight because it was a better than expected showing, even though I was rooting for that. I have to give it an 8 out of 10. His performance was amazing. We thought he was going to be moving around, try to tire him out. And no, it was only one round. Then from 2 to 5, he took the fight to him and he knocked him out. So I gotta give that a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for sure. And then these next 3 fights, a toda madre, all three. All three are a toda madre. But I am going to rate them from which ones I love the most, right? You know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking about Caleb Smith, Joshua Buatsi, Israel Madronov, Virgil Ortiz, Dimitri Bivol, Artur Beterbiev. The first fight that I liked out of these three, even though they're all rated the same, Caleb Smith, Anthony Joshua, 9 in the morning, California time. Wow. Wow. Not California time, Pacific time. That fight was just bombs on bombs on bombs on bombs. They were both getting hurt. You would see Caleb going to the body, Boatsy backing up, going to the face, going to the body, and then he would get tired. Then it was Boatsy's turn. It was literally a back and forth fight. I gave you 1 round, I gave you 2. You gave me 3, I gave you 4. I gave you 5, you gave me 6. It was back and forth until like round 8 or 9. That's when Caleb showed his experience, showed that he was worth it. And in my card, he ended up getting that 7 out of 5, 8 out of 4, depending how you had the swing rounds. But I did have Caleb Smith winning. Joshua Buatsi showed grit, showed power, showed heart. And I was like, wow, you are a player in this division because I didn't know where you were. And you showed grit. You lost to a champion. You lost to a guy that's only lost to Canelo and Better Beef. So you're not that bad when it comes to anything else. You are a solid fighter. Can I definitely see you fighting the top talent? I think you lose to Bivol. I'm sorry. I think you lose to Better Beef. I think you have an okay chance with Benavides. I think it's like a 50-50, 45-55. You have a good chance against Morel. You have chances because I saw what you have now. I see that they're not going to knock you out for Caleb that's been knocking out guys at 175. You actually did show that you have a chin to compete with. and that you have grit, that you can go to the body. So I would definitely put you there in the top 5 rankings right now for sure. Top 6 maybe, depending on who you ask. But definitely, I want to see you in a more competitive fights. Like you already stepped up to Caleb. Don't come down. Fight Anthony Yard. Fight Lyndon Arthur. You know, fight fuck it. Fight Bivol. Fight Benavidez. Fight Morrell. Fight all those guys that are in that division already. Don't go and step out someone that you don't know. Don't go fight a Craig Richards. Don't go fight no one like that. Just do your thing, boy, and you have a lot of future in this division. As far as Caleb, wow, you put in a showing. You still showed grit. Everybody was counting you out. I wasn't. I actually had you by knockout, but you didn't give me a knockout, and it's okay because you still showed fortitude. You still showed a lot of strength, a lot of power, a lot of conditioning somewhat because he was going to the bodies. He was killing you. Obviously, we saw you that you got destroyed by Better Beef. Maybe I can see you with the Bivol. For sure, call out Benavidez. For sure, call him out. I'll give you a good solid chance to beat him. You can definitely beat Morrell. You can definitely beat Yard unless he lands something more stronger than you. You are the better boxer. I believe you can beat Lyndon Arthur. Like it's go for it. You only I would say only the sky's the limit, but no, actually your limit is Bivol and Better Beef. Because I do believe they both beat you. But hey, I mean we already saw Better Beef beat you. But you got Bivol. We haven't seen that fight. Go get him. Go call out David Benavidez. If you want to move up to cruiserweight, I don't know if you I don't know if you're ready for cruiserweight. But then again, I didn't think Zurdo was ready for cruiserweight, and look where he's at. So call out Benavidez or Bivol. Fuck it. Go for it. Go for the stars. Fuck it. Fuck it. Great showing from both these guys. Great way to start the last Crescendo. And that was a prelim. This is what started the card. Right now, this is what started the card. Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Israel Madrinov. A toda madre. These guys tested themselves. The first 3 to 4 rounds, it was kind of like lousy, where you can tell that the power that was landing on Madrinov, he was not liking it. Oh, no, mister. He was not liking it. It was hurting him. You can tell that it was hurting him. But every punch that he would throw, Virgil Ortiz didn't want to open up too much because it was also hurting him. And that's when I was like, damn, I can't believe this shit. This is too close. And then all of a sudden, after round 5, you literally saw Virgil Ortiz take over. Going to the body, going with his combos, going to the body. Not only did I see a way better fighter than what we saw with what was his name? Baranchik. I'm tripping. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. Virgil Ortiz had a fight with Bohachuk, versus Bohachuk. He really had a hard time with Bohachuk. He really did. He really did have a hard time with Bohachuk. A lot of people saw him lose. I saw him lose. So going into this fight, we were thinking is like, if Bohachuk can drop you, even though one was like a slip, but still he dropped you twice. I'm like, Israel Madrinov can knock you out. Oh yes, he can. That guy is silently, he's a solid guy. But you showed great defense. You showed a great adjustment to your jab and the combos that you're throwing. You're not just headhunting or going to the body. Like, you literally matured from the Bohachuk fight to this one. And I was amazed on how you did such a turnaround. Where I was like, wow. Even I was surprised. And I had Ortiz that he was going to win by decision. And he won beautiful by 8 rounds. I had my card at 804 at the end. And even though it was an 804, Madrinov, the last 3 rounds, he was stepping it up. He was going at Virgil. But it just wasn't enough because it was too late. The constant movement, maybe you should have done it more because that was helping you. But like I said, like I said in my prediction, once Ortiz starts going to the body, Madrinov is he's never been hit there. So it's going to be a different ball game, and that's what it was. It was a completely different ball game. He switched his game plan, and it was bad on him. If he would have kept on his bicycle, if he kept on boxing, maybe it would have been a different outcome. Or maybe he would have just lost more badly because Virgil was going to keep coming at him. And that's what he did. He kept coming at him, kept coming at him, kept coming at him. And voila. That was it. Now, that wasn't a toda madre showing. Can I see a rematch? No. Madrival, what's next for you? Get a tune-up because you got 2 losses back to back. Get a tune-up. Don't fight Bohachuk. Get a tune-up. And then fight a solid contender, right? Go fight Tim Tszyu. If Keith Thurman wins his match, go fight him. If Roddick wins his one, go fight him. But go first, go get a tune-up because you have 2 losses. As far as Virgil, fuck it, call out Fundora. Before you jump to 160, go fight Fundora. Fuck it. Try your best. If you take it now, it's okay. You move up, and that's it. Go fight Lara. You're ready. You're ready for the big step-up fights. You really showed up, put a showcasing. Not only did he put a showcase fight, you beat Madronov way better than Crawford did. You seriously did. And people are going to say, or Terrence Crawford was moving up. Well, so was Virgil. Oh, well, Terrence Crawford was in his 4th division. He's 37 years old. Okay. You got me there. But still, doesn't take the fact that both moved up. It doesn't take the fact that Virgil beat him better. A lot of people had Crawford losing. I didn't, but a lot of people did. Ortiz, call out fucking Sebastian Fundora. You're the WC mandatory. Go get those belts before you move up. And if you still feel good after you beat Fundora, who knows? Maybe Muratsaliev? Maybe Crawford? After he gets knocked out by Canelo? That's another time for that card. But this last Crescendo card was amazing for Virgil. If he was already getting talked, he's going to talk a lot more. Definitely call out Fundora before you move up. Take that fight. Toda madre. Now, for one of the best sequels of all time. No, we're not talking about Terminator 2. We're not talking about The Godfather Part 2. Right? We're not talking about Scream 2. We're talking about Better Beef versus Bivol 2. Undisputed again. We first saw the fight in October. We get the rematch in February. The first one, Better Beef took away his O. The second one, Bivol takes his O. I've been saying it for 3 to 4 years. The only guy who can beat Bivol is Better Beef. And I said the only guy that can beat Better Beef is Bivol. And we finally saw it. My prediction is out there. And I've been saying it for years. For at least 3-4 years, solid years. I've been saying it. And I love eating mi cereal. I love eating my pan con leche. I love eating arroz con leche, mi atole, mi champurrado. It just feels good when you know you said it for so many years. And then finally, the outcomes are there. Better Beef beats Bivol. Bivol beats Better Beef. Is that close of a fight? The first fight, you guys remember, I said that I had some swing rounds. And I swinged them to Better Beef because of what I was seeing. I said it's 7-5 or a 6-6. But I saw Better Beef win. I didn't see Bivol win. I saw Better Beef win. This time around, I had it 7-5 or 6-6 to Bivol. I didn't see Better Beef win. I saw Bivol win. And what a showing. What did Bivol do different? He just stepped it up more. That's the only thing he did. He clinched a little bit here and there. Not a lot. But he definitely clinched them. He was landing the first minute and a half. He would play that defense and then go for this last 30 seconds. That saved a lot because that what represents, because you're scoring and you're like, oh, I'm going to give this to Better Beef. And then you see that, he's like, oh, that means that he fought 2 more minutes extra than Better Beef. So swing it to him or give it to him. He was landing the more beautiful shots. This time around, you can see the shots landing a lot more while being more defensively. And Better Beef not landing that. It's, what can you ask for more? That was a great birthday weekend for me. Wow, that's a great gift. The way you guys were going at it. Couldn't stop it. I thought there might be a knockout this time around, especially in the last stages when Better Beef went all out. But no. Bivol managed to fucking survive. No manches. Russian power. Russian power. And what can I say? What can I say that hasn't been said? Hmm? What can I say that hasn't been said about this fight? We had 24 rounds of war. Technically, because I had the first fight 7-5 and I had the second fight 7-5, they're technically tied. At least in my cards. They're technically tied. The fight was a toda madre. It was a banger. It was badass. What's next for the fighters? Do I want to see a trilogy? Do I want to see 12 more rounds like this of back and forth and having a hard time scoring it? Do I want to see my guy Better Beef lose? Even though I had him winning this time, in my back of my head, I really thought he was going to lose. I just didn't want to say it because I would rather see I wanted to see Better Beef in this era so that we could have had the next crop of fighters coming in to challenge him. Obviously, he lost now. Do I want to see a trilogy? This I'm going to say it. These fights are too close where if you have a trilogy, you're going to enjoy it, but you're not going to see nothing change. Better Beef is not going to get knocked out. Bivol is not going to get knocked out. We're just going to see 1,000 punches thrown between both fighters. We're probably going to see 900 punches landed between both fighters. That's what we're going to see, and that's okay. I'll take them. I'll watch the fight again. I'll be scratching my head. I'm like, oh my God, who do I give this round to? Will I enjoy it? I will enjoy it. Will I like it? I will like it. Do I want that? I don't know if I want that. But I know that if Bibble goes on a run with the undisputed belts, if it's not Better Beef, I think he washes all the division. If he goes to the trilogy and Better Beef gets those belts, he washes all that division. Because no one else can beat them. Not Canelo, not Benavidez, not Morrell, not Caleb Smith. None of them beat Bivol or Better Beef. None of them. Nobody beats Better Beef or Bivol at 175. They only lose to each other. No one loses to Better Beef or Bivol. No one. If Better Beef moves up, go fight Jay Apataya. Go fight Badu Jack. Go fight Zurdo Ramirez. Go fight Jake Paul. If Bivol doesn't get that trilogy with Better Beef, Bivol, go fight Benavidez. Easy check. Shut him up. If you want that Canelo rematch, call him out. Go for the Augusto. Knock him out. If Better Beef couldn't knock you out, Canelo can't either. It's that simple. It's that good. Easy money. Go get it. Do you want to move up, Bivol? Test your skills? Fuck it. Go for it. Test your skills. Go for it. Fuck it. Fuck it. All I can say is, what a great show. 3 a toda madres. 1 8 out of 10. 1 7 out of 10. The other two, let's not speak about them. The last Crescendo gets an a toda madre rating. Do I want to see the last Crescendo part 2? Only time will tell. At the moment, I kind of want to see the trilogy rest. But if you let it rest, Better Beef gets older. So fuck it. Trilogy time. Fuck it. Let's do this shit. Guys, have a good night, good morning, and a good evening.